guys, I'm King Sue. Welcome and welcome back to Nabila Rain. Today we are talking all about Ramadan prep. Ramadan is literally right around the corner. We are 2 weeks away. By the time y'all are seeing this, it might be about a week, so we got to make sure we're ready and prepared. In this video, I'll be sharing how to prepare for Ramadan mentally, physically, and spiritually. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So first and foremost, we need to set our Ramadan goals. For me personally, I am getting back into fasting after 2 years. I had a baby. I was breastfeeding, so I wasn't able to fast for those past 2 Ramadans, which feels like forever. So I definitely have been preparing myself to get back into the swing of things. If you're a new mama too, comment down below and let me know that we're in this together. So the first thing is to have your goals. Personally, for me, I think that 3 goals is the optimal number to really be intentional about your goals and also make them achievable, because we don't want to have like 10 different things on our list and then it becomes super difficult for us to follow through with them. Setting goals is supposed to help us be more consistent, intentional, and focused during this month. And I think a great way to be able to do this is to either write down your goals or make a cute vision board. I love doing vision boards. I usually put them as the background screen of my phone, my laptop, iPad, computer, all the things, just so that I'm seeing it. So you could do a digital one, or you could actually print out pictures, paste them down and frame them, and then put them up. Put them in a place that you see often so that you're reminded of your goals. So some goals could be waking up for tahajjud prayer every morning. It could be going to tarawih prayer every evening. It could be reading a page or 2 of the Quran. If you want to read the whole Quran, you can break it up into different pages that you need to read every day, so that you know, okay, I need to read this amount of pages to reach my end goal. So we want to make sure that they are SMART goals. They need to be specific. They need to be measurable. What's the A? They need to be attainable. R, they need to be realistic. And then T, they need to be timely. I think T, I'm doing that off the top of my head, y'all. I think those are our SMART. Those are our different areas for our SMART goals. Putting a number to things usually helps us because it makes it more attainable and realistic, I feel like. And then obviously these will be timely because they need to be done within the 30 days of Ramadan. Also, having less screen time can be a great goal for you to have, because I know I spend hours scrolling on my phone. If you are going to be scrolling your phone, try to at least use it for things that are connected to Islam and to learning and growing. So for example, you can listen to lectures from your favorite lecturer. Some of my favorite ones are Omar Suleiman, Mufti Mink, and Noman Ali Khan. I do like listening to those. And then there's a new one. He has a series called Reclaim Your Heart, and those are really good too. I'll put his name here. I can't remember what it is. But he has great videos. And he's like more like, I don't know how old he is, but like he really uses like a lot of references that young people might know. So it's like a little bit more like, engaging, I would say. So I think that could be a great thing to listen to. So every year Omar Suleiman does his series. So I'm super excited to watch his series this year. So that could be a part of your goal. It could be to make sure that you watch at least 1 lecture per day. So those are just some examples of some goals that you have. Comment down one goal that you really, really want to achieve this Ramadan. Comment it down below so that we all can chat down there. So speaking of learning and knowledge, I think another great thing could be to learn the 99 names of Allah. I have these cards that share the 99 names of Allah, what part of the Quran that is from, and kind of like explanation. And I think that is so great and useful. And the cards I think are helpful because it kind of like makes it a lot easier and simpler to be able to learn them while also giving you a bit of context. I also found this book on Etsy, which I think is a great resource to have when learning the 99 names of Allah as well. I'll go ahead and put it up here and I'll link it in the description box if you guys are interested in any of these things. And I feel like it's so useful to know the 99 names of Allah because you are really able to see the greatness of Allah and just like how many things he encompasses and his abilities, and it's just amazing like to learn all of the names. I have been slowly learning them. I think I might start to journal them as well, just so that I'm actually writing them down, internalizing them, using them like how can it apply to my present day life. Like me and my husband, we like talk about some of the different terms, and we talk about some of the different names, and then connected to our own lives, I think that is a great way to journal the Quran and obviously the 99 names of Allah, because you kind of put it into like a real world context, and all of the names do apply in a real world context, which is so amazing. Subhanallah. Okay, so another thing is to make sure that you're planning. I did also find a Ramadan journal on Etsy as well, so it's like an actual hardback copy, and then they also have digital versions that you can use on Notion. And you can also just make your own. So you can like literally make it what you want. Let me see the different sections that they have in here that will be useful to us. So it has like different areas where you can say like how you're feeling that day. Alhamdulillah for. You can write down what you're going to have for suhoor and iftar. You can go ahead and check off your prayers. Make sure that you did all your prayers and did you do them on time. Did you do your adhkar? On here also says like any good deeds that you might want to be doing throughout the month. Did you do that? Did you fast that day? For my women, like did you fast that day? If you didn't, so you can kind of keep track of the days that you didn't fast. Also, did you give charity that day that you didn't fast? Like there's so many things that you can kind of keep up with, and then it allows you to like kind of centralize it in one place, and then you can always go back to it for a reference or as a reference. And then it also has some other questions on here, like something I will do for my self-care today. It's kind of like a reflection. What did I learn today? What did I do well today? What can I do better? Things of that sort. And what is one of Allah's names that I felt the most connected to today? I really like that one. So you can literally make your own journal, and you can do it in your notes. You can do it on Notion, on Xtiles. There's so many different platforms you can use. You can literally just get a journal that you have. You don't even got to go buy a new one. I love to go in TJ Maxx and get me a new journal, but you don't even have to do that. I bet you have an old journal sitting around somewhere, and you can literally make that your Ramadan journal. Write down whatever you find to be useful for yourself, or you can purchase one that is already made for you. It's really up to you. So another aspect of planning would be meal planning. So obviously during Ramadan, we're not eating from sunrise to sunset, so we don't have to worry about that in between, but we need to make sure that we are getting our nutrients during this month. So it's important to write down some of the ingredients or some of the items that you might need to purchase during this month. Have a grocery list. Also, monthly meal planning is great. I would go ahead and input some of the things that are sunnah to eat, and then also things that are just like healthy for you to eat when you're fasting. You click the link down below. You can go ahead and download a monthly meal plan. It's going to give you a weekly meal plan, play by play, and then the groceries that you need for that week as well, just to make it nice and easy for the girls. Okay, I got y'all. So the last thing that you need to plan is your workouts. So obviously, it's super important to still work out during these 30 days so that you are keeping your body nice and agile, you're keeping it nice and flexible, and just moving, right? So we don't want to do anything that's too high intensity. Personally, on an everyday basis, I'm not doing that anyway, okay? So this works perfectly for me. I love doing Pilates, yoga, going for walks, something that's not too high intensity. And I feel like those are perfect for this time of year. So definitely plan them at a time that works best for you, whether that is going to be in the morning, in the evening after you break fast. It's really up to what works for you. So those are the 3 things that we want to do. Have a Ramadan journal to reflect and to keep track of your prayers and your progress through Ramadan. You want to go ahead and meal plan so that you don't have to stress about food at all, and you're not eating out too much. You're eating healthy things, and then also plan out your workout. So next we need to think about some lifestyle adjustments, and we need to do that now so that we are prepped for when Ramadan comes. Ramadan is at a perfect time because it starts at the beginning of the month. So right now would be the perfect time to start to reduce your caffeine intake if you're a coffee drinker. I'm personally not a coffee drinker. It really does nothing for me. But if that is your thing, start to reduce it now so that you're not like feeding for it when Ramadan rolls around. Also, try to do some practice fast as well, just so that your body can start to get in the groove of it. Give yourself a little break. Do another day. Do your sunnah fast. Practice waking up a little bit earlier so that you can get tahajjud done. Just start to slowly get into the groove of things. And to be able to do that, we definitely need to get a night routine going. I might make a video on that of a perfect night routine for Ramadan so that we can make sure we're going to bed early, so that we're able to wake up for suhoor and get our day started well. Okay, so lastly, we have a spring clean. Ramadan is starting at the perfect time. It's inshallah gonna be around March 1st, so at the beginning of the month. And I feel like that is a perfect time to do a nice spring clean. It's probably gonna start to get a little warmer outside, and spring is gonna be right around the corner. Start to declutter your spaces so that it is a pleasant environment to practice. That would go for your, like, obviously like your kitchen. Make room for new things, the things that you're gonna hopefully meal prep. Have some things meal prepped in the fridge, like your breakfast sandwiches, French toast, your smoothie packages. Make some space in your freezer, because I know I got a whole bunch of like frozen chicken that's old that should probably go. Let's make some space, okay? We also want to create a positive and cozy environment for where we pray. So pick a place in your home, even if it's a nice little small corner, and make that a cozy spot for you, because I think that is super important to have your go-to spot to be able to pray, to be able to read your Quran, just feel comfortable and feel at peace and at ease. But if there's clutter everywhere, it's gonna be super hard to do that. So now is the time for us to clean up. Also, right now is the perfect time to donate. It is the perfect time. So anything that you don't use, such as like clothes, old books, or anything really like old furniture, things that's like taking up space and you don't really use them, right now is the perfect time to donate them and give back. These steps, inshallah, will make a huge difference in your preparation for Ramadan and get you nice and ready for when Ramadan starts. Let me know in the comments what's one thing that you're going to do to prepare for Ramadan, or one thing that you haven't already done that you have found very useful. Share with the girls down below. Be sure to subscribe down below. I will be sharing more Ramadan content, inshallah, within the next days. And during Ramadan, let me know what you would like to see from me specifically. I'll be sharing beauty tips, routines, and modest fashion, so all the things. And then inshallah, I'll throw in some vlogs in there as well. So definitely subscribe down below and turn on that notification bell, because I don't think some people be getting a notification, okay? So I will see you all in my next video. Bye.